Welcome to my office.
Jeff Koenig, Property Prep. We're here in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin to do a walkthrough of Carrie Lucke's office that she was gracious enough to allow us to do. This was a tenant improvement project, and it's one of our favorite types of projects, especially with someone who cares about really, really high-end stuff and making their space beautiful and livable. We started with a blank slate. This used to be an artist's studio. The woman made a mess. It was difficult to see how this was going to be a wonderful space, but Whitefish Bay has a premium for office, and it's very hard to find an affordable space. So I think Carrie really had the vision to find this space and make it work for her. So I wanted to walk through a little bit of the space and what we did, and she can tell you through the tour what her uses for each of the different spaces, and then how our company helped. The project started first at the entry sequence. This is a really small unit, so we needed to maximize every bit of space. And Carrie had some unique designs. I wasn't necessarily on board from the beginning, but I'm a convert now. Let Carrie take it from here.
So originally, this coat closet had the door facing on this side. But I knew when we first saw the space that this was the best area in the very small suite that this is to store all of my fabric and rug samples. So I immediately knew that the simplest thing to do would be to relocate the closet door to this side, which gave me a full bank here to dive this cabinetry into to store the samples.
And really, when we came in to redo this, the walls were not perfect, but our drywall is pretty close. The decision that we made and the decision we had to make here is how far do you go in fixing the drywall, especially if you don't own the building. And here, good enough was enough. We have vinyl baseboard and we didn't use wood. We kept the existing floor, but Carrie did do some nice built-ins here, and we did elect to use solid core doors. So every one of the touch points is still premium, even though the overall budget was relatively value engineered. So the light fixtures that are above us were ballasted, and we were able to get bulbs that transition them to LED. And that's really important for efficiency and to get rid of some of the buzzing. Carrie and I talked about whether we wanted to have something special in a moment over the conference area. We came with the idea to drop an electrical box in and to put a decorative light fixture. Mm-hmm. I went over so many affordable light fixtures with you, but you couldn't do an affordable light fixture. Yeah. Tell us about your beauty here.
Yeah, I really wanted something linear because I like the shape of the chandelier to fit the shape of the table, and I also wanted a beautiful finish. Because this is kind of a modern industrial space, I didn't want anything overly traditional, something with some clean lines, but I do practice traditional design, so I wanted something that would be a little bit of an in-between, and then also provide a lot of light. So this had a lot of candle lights, so it really fit the bill, and it wasn't incredibly expensive. It just wasn't inexpensive.
This is from Visual Comfort.
Yes.
And we'll leave a link down below if they behave themselves. So it is LED and it is on a dimmer. That's one of the things that you're going to want to talk about when you're talking about more premium lighting, is being able to dim them, and also the color temperature. And we worked with Carrie, with her team with Visual Comfort, and then with our team to make sure that it was dimmable, located in the right place, fit the table correctly, and everything was done in tape on the floor prior to us starting the electrical plan here.
Right.
In addition to this electrical here, we made sure that we could mount a 75-inch TV here, and this is Apple compatible. All of Carrie's and most of the design world's products are Apple products, so she can cast from her iPad, one of her computers, or her laptop to the screen to do presentations for clients. Carrie, these are temporary chairs, right?
They are.
What's coming in?
I wanted to have like more of a traditional dining chair, so I have some it's sort of a modern shape with a barrel back built to the floor on rollers, and then two leather for the head and the foot.
Got you. So these Herman Miller chairs are actually your office chairs, and our company is lending you
yes, you are.
Setudes from Herman Miller for her to use for her office. Part of our job on this one was to help you source where you may not be comfortable and to value engineer this project. And we were able to introduce you to a office supply store that decommissions furniture from very fancy offices, and we were able to get you Herman Miller chairs, steel case benching, and potentially could have done the whole office had you not wanted it to feel like a traditional home. Can you talk a little bit about that process and taking yourself out of that comfort zone, but then understanding how it's like to work with a facilities contractor?
Yeah. So property prep was super helpful because I originally, as I was zoning out the spaces, there's sort of 3 logical zones, and I originally wanted a sitting area in this space and had that vision of just a couch and a pair of chairs and a cocktail table, and property prep made me fully aware that that was not going to be really what I needed. And I, until I graduate to a larger space, I don't have space in here for a lounge. And that was really hard for me to let go of because that's my natural tendency. But, at the end of the day, I think we really did get this zoned out appropriately. I was able to utilize a lot of things from my home office. I was able to utilize the used furniture resources that you shared with me.
Previously
owned.
Previously loved.
And that was really helpful because I was not familiar with commercial benching and commercial desks, and I was really resistant to it because it felt very utilitarian to me, and I wanted this office to be functional and beautiful and kind of find that balance.
And we're in hundreds of office buildings a year doing maintenance, janitorial, and landscaping, so we know how it lays out. I've moved offices several times, and there is a formula that we follow in most of the offices to make sure that people are successful, they're able to collaborate, and we're able to get power to where we need it to be. Having zones like this, so your meeting place, you can grab fabrics and bring them here as a landing space. You have more samples as an island, but also a countertop workspace. And then we'll go into the more private side of the office, and it's not visually private, but it's delineated by your cabinetry here that's just freeform from the Container Store, right?
Right.
And this is called what?
It's the Alpha system, and
Alpha male like me.
ELFA.
Oh, all right.
Not ALFA.
I went to public school, so I can do the same thing.
But these are great. I've used these for a long time, and they were very kind of easy to nest in here and provided a delineation, a ton of storage space, as well as this countertop space is super useful.
And even though you can see into your office space where your screen is, it does create a feeling of intimacy here.
Yeah. Right.
So let's go back to the back where the magic happens, where all of Carrie's designs happen. We worked with one of our vendors to find this benching here. This is made by Steelcase. It was deaccessioned from a company in Chicago. You'll see a missing partition right here. Carrie really cringed, and this is really the divider for acoustics, as well as so you don't see the backs of the screens. She's going to reupholster them and spend more than the used furniture to make sure that they match. And tell us about this fabric and why you need to do that.
You know what, I really I love fabric, I love pattern, that's why I do this. And it was a way for me to kind of put my stamp on this very utilitarian office furniture and make it a little bit delightful and kind of pull in some of the colors from the rug in the front and make things feel a little special.
And this office is set up for, the brief was between 4 to 5 people eventually. Currently, it's just Carrie and her assistant here, but next year she'll have an intern, and then we have another space for someone potentially to work here as an associate designer. So thinking forward and building the furniture out so that the space flexes with you so we don't have to come back and remodel and interrupt your operations is really important. And I think we went over that with your printers too. We did some consulting on the IT side and made sure that you had the capability to really crank out the production that you wanted, even though we're trying to get you to go paperless.
You can't go paperless in design.
Talk to me a little bit about the way we laid this out. I think it was really important because of power, right?
Right. We have all the power on that side of the wall. I didn't want anything up against the heat flow in the back of the wall. We obviously want to be able to see really well. We have great sunlight back here, which is really nice. We have a southern view to an alley, but yet the light is gorgeous. Eventually I'd like to do some window treatments, but it's not an essential right now. We just wanted to kind of get going. So it's a nice workspace, and I have access to office supplies in here, but also my print center, more samples, and then we have a sink and a coffee bar over here that was existing, but we ripped it out because it was quite dated.
Yeah, so as you know from our other videos, we do represent a cabinet line. We will show you here that Carrie picked a material that it's maple, but we haven't used this finish before. And it turned out really well. Soft close doors. Carrie added some nice hardware to it, so it feels a lot more luxurious. And just a simple Amazon under the cabinet refrigerator. She did some Reba shelf pullouts here that we added, and we did a quartz countertop because it's where her coffee station is, and inevitably something's going to spill there. And then we also laid out where the electricity was so that she could have her 11x17 printer, which all of us in construction need, and then her laser printer and scanner. Also, you did use rugs. I tried to help you save money there, but I couldn't. Talk to me about the difference in how you think this is going to work with office chairs, because typically we wouldn't see this amount of pile.
They glide. They're a little sticky, but they glide pretty well. I just really wanted to dampen down any echoing and have some ability to warm the studio up, since I don't have like draperies or Roman shades. There's a lot of hard things here, so both the front rug and this rug were a way to soften things up. They just help zone the spaces out further and make things feel a little warm. I'm not super excited about the flooring. I wasn't gonna pull it up and replace it, but it's vinyl and I like natural fibers and textures. It was just a way to kind of add that layer of my aesthetic to the space.
And how did you pick Property Prep?
You answered my phone call.
Yeah, no one else got back to the answer.
Well, this was a really hard project because it was a small project, but I needed a drywaller, a painter, an electrician, a carpenter, plumber. I needed everybody to do a very tiny little thing. And so I started off thinking I could handle GCing it on my own, and it's really hard to get a lot of people to small jobs, and that's where you were able to facilitate that and make it happen for me.
And we were able to start within a week, I think. Within a week of signing, it might have been a few days of signing your proposal. We had people here, and I think that not only were we price competitive, we were some of the only people who got back to you, which is unfortunate in our trade, but you may get a better price with someone else, but you're getting a reprieve from your rent for the first few months, and any savings that you would have had by generating it yourself is out the door because you're 6 months to get into your space.
Not able to use it, right.
So we were able to complete this job in about 8 weeks. Would you use this again?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, we're gonna clean your office. So we do offer other services in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So if you are local and you do want someone to do tenant improvement project for you, you do have maintenance, landscaping, janitorial needs, give us a call. If you think we should have done something differently, or you'd like Carrie to design your personal space, you can reach out down in the comments. Make sure you like.
And follow.
No, like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Wait. Make sure you like.
And subscribe.
And leave a comment down in the description, and we'll see you on the next job.